How's it gaming, guys? I'm PhilInTheBlanks, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We just met up with Gumshoe. Let's see what he has to say. That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. I love how he was dancing. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. I actually didn't think he was going to be in this chapter. I wasn't sure. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. The case. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective at the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She is a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister! Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor moita anyone before. Only the highest-ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest-ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank-and-file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Wow, you got nothing else to do, man. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Can I present him with anything? I guess the knife? Oh, okay. Oh, it's two things. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. So that was that and the stub. What about the Goodman's ID? Whoops. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, seriously. Now that you know a little bit more about who was killed. So, this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. That sucks. I guess we can present... And the only thing we haven't is the King of Prosecutors trophy. And I guess he would have been there for that. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. And Edgeworth troubles, there we go. As long as I'm activating something new, you know, that's the whole point of these clicky pointy adventure games. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Ow. Right in the face. Right in my face. Well, it all started with the moida of the defense attorney, Hammond. A lot of attorneys and detectives and people getting killed, my goodness. And Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always widespread rumors. Ever since he was accused in moida, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea who was under the gun. Anyway, his latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Guess so. Is that really all I got? Yeah? Alright, cool. I guess we're leaving now. Let's talk to the badger. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. Oh, did you think of it? Cool. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Oh, there we go. Blue Badger panel added to the court record. A work of art designed by the chief of detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who was... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Nah, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West L.A. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Letter of introduction. Oh, thanks, Gumshoe. Received from Gumshoe allows Bear to investigate the crime scene. Thank you. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look twice at you, pal. Oh, thanks, Gumshoe. That's very helpful. Gumshoe is great. I really, really like him. Angel's gone, looks like. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting... Oh, it's probably Angel Star, I guess? No, I think it might be someone new. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, it looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the... Oh, okay. Sorry. Looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Hello? Wow, the surprised looks. Maybe it was her instead. I don't know. Didn't I mention I've got a boyfriend in the criminal's affairs too? What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Is he in the system yet? There we go. 33. And, what did it say? A patrolman investigating the incident at a prosecutor's office thinks he's a cowboy. He very much does. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me? I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? That was a weird... That's not weird. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the... Okay, yeah. So in other words, he ain't talking to me unless I show him something. And that thing is probably the letter of introduction. Let's take a look at it scientifically. Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter, or maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. And can we turn it around? Nothing here. Can we look at the top? No, okay. Just a fun little cute gag. Well, let's show that to him. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cowdog. You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think you just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me... Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Gumshoe's letter of introduction, crumpled and discarded. Can we talk to him? No. Oh, we can. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little bit more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty dokie there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Skye and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. There's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You calling me out? They'd shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Howie tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So, why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, huh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Alright. Well, can I leave? Can I go to the other side now, please? Nope. There we go. Alright, car! This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock of the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. And we see the outline of the body. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. I don't know, I can see Maya thinking that. Alright, cell phone. That looks like a cell phone. From like 2002. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yes. Right. Let's check it out. Oh, we got the puzzle music. Oh, it's just doing it by itself. Okay. Nothing here. But we could open it. Yay. This photo's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about that. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know things about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Wow! Whatever, let's just check this phone out. He's like 24! Click. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes button. Boop. I don't Steel Samurai song. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Beep. Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Oh, I'm in sight of the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Property Atlanta Sky. Last call was made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. That was just a couple minutes after the murder. Anything else that I can really examine over here? Other cars, this fence. B block is through here. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car right over there. Far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. It's like when you have, like, the best bacon around and it's like a pig eating it. You're like, come on, guys, think about what you're doing. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright, thanks. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. I don't know, soon enough, I guess, maybe Phoenix. Can we still talk to... Oh, we can. Talk to, Jake here. Or Marshall. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here. But who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and ranging testimonies. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Damn it, you can't go back. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor. Or Prospector. Chief Prospector? Atlanta Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Well, dang. Is there anything I can really show you? I guess the knife? Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna drive and ins on someone. That's what we do in Texas. I thought you were from LA. Remind me never to go to Texas. What should we show? The trophy, I guess? Oh, there we go. Ah, toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office in criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell ya. The stub? 5:12 p.m. The prosecutor's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow-like. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later, so it seems the chief prospector, I keep forgetting that he calls him prospector, was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Okay, so not that. ID? What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. We found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole? If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene, in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. So you're not going to be a very good scientific investigator there, Emma. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night. Why did Lana make that call? I don't know. Anything else to say? No? Anything else to examine? I guess there's this computer? No, there's this door. Look, a door! That must mean something. I'm not sure that door means anything. No, it won't open! A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Oh, yeah, I know. I totally forgot to show... I thought this was the letter of introduction, but it's not. Name of deceased, Bruce Goodman, 36, male. Date and time of death, February 21st, between 4 and 5:30. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound. Assessment, the wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. Simple stab wound was found. Can I show that? Present. I guess not. Then what am I doing? I looked at everything, right? Oh, whoops. Okay, the truck itself. Ooh. You gotta be really careful. Oh, something's up. What's this? Looks like some sort of note. Huh. 675. It could be December 2nd or 12th of February. And I think it's February right now, actually, so in Phoenix Wright games, so. Look, there's something written on it. You're right. Let's see. 67S. Oh, I thought it was a 5. 12-2. There's a name print on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe he fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note. Victim's memo found in the car trunk. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing that's still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Probably Lamb Sky. Last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of murder. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. And what is Emma keeping from us? Oh my goodness, so many questions. But our first day in court will answer a few of those questions, hopefully. I'm PhilInTheBlanks. See you guys next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.